Welcome, everybody, to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on RipRadioNetwork.com. Happy Hump Wednesday, everybody. As you can see, I have a lovely guest co-host today.
Hi.
With Candace in the building.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm good, boo. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Happy New Year to you.
New
Oh, my
Year.
goodness.
I know it's been a while since
I
we
know
had
it
you up here.
has. I know.
And
Good
then,
times.
Yeah, I know.
Always
right?
good times when we're together.
So, what have you been doing?
Nothing much, really. Just motherhood and trying to keep all the kids in line.
I feel like you're missing that one thing, the cakes.
I know.
The cakes.
I'm trying to get it popping. I'm still working on that, still baking, and actually getting ready for, I don't know if you've been seeing the posts that Trump's been putting up, but we're actually getting ready for a new show, the Boom Monday mid-morning show. It's kind of like a mid-morning thing.
Okay.
Premiering February 7th, so it's going to be like every other Friday thing, kind of like, not a necessarily morning show, but not really an afternoon show either. Just kind of, bringing it back to old school radio. So
Okay, that's what's up.
being a part of that and just, trying to take 2020 by storm,
Yeah, slowly
Trying
but
to do it
surely.
right.
New decade, new year,
Yes.
and then it's a leap year.
Whew.
I know.
It's a lot going on at one time
I
in
know,
2020. Like, the first third, 1/4 of the year is just, it's a lot going on.
It is a lot.
So.
Trust
I'm
me,
excited.
I understand. That's awesome. Okay, so February 7th. Okay,
Yes,
I gotta tune in.
It's old school radio, so there's no video. Like, we're taking it back old school, all talk, music.
I feel like that's what we need right now.
Yes, we definitely need
Completely.
that. So it's gonna be uncut, straight shots, no chaser type talk, skits, fun.
We can't see you find sexy people anymore, or
No,
and your other female co-hosts.
Not this time. We just wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit. So.
Okay.
Plus, I'm tired of putting all those I do not own rights to the music we're playing. So that's another exciting thing. Like, we can play the music we want that people want to hear, whether local or, your favorite artist, whatever. I'm excited. I'm super excited about it.
That's awesome.
So y'all be sure to check it out. It will be on RipRadioNetwork.com. And I will find a way to stream it from our social media. We haven't quite figured that out yet, but just look out for us. We'll be on there soon.
Okay. Well,
So what's been going on with you, lady?
I don't have kids, but kids. So I'm about to be real transparent right now.
Ooh, I love transparency
Okay,
moments.
so me and somebody else that I went to high school with, which is kind of like my high school sweetheart, we are working on planning our class reunion this year.
Oh, fun.
Of 20 years, and
Oh, fun.
yeah, so we've never had one.
Ooh.
Right.
So this one should be lit.
This is going to be a big one because it's in 20 years. And
in 20. Like, how many years get 20?
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
So, been working on that. And then this year, in June, will be 5 years since we've been on the network, Fashion Victuals. I know, can you believe it? I can't believe I've been on this network for 5 years.
Go, girl.
That's crazy.
Go,
I mean, I
girl.
took sabbaticals, but I've been here.
Right. Like, might have been, fell back for a minute, but I'm back.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. And family reunions, I got 2 coming up this year. I know, back to back.
Need a cake?
Huh?
Right. Do y'all need a cake?
Yeah, of course.
What's up?
Sure. We're going to definitely need.
Yes, we're going to have to
we
talk.
Gonna talk.
We're definitely going to talk. Yes.
And then just kind of maintaining. I have my nephew a lot more these days in the mornings.
Aww.
He's 4, and he's going on 44.
That's how they always do.
Oh my God, his mouth in the morning.
Girl, I got an 18-month-old. She's almost 2. She thinks she's 25. My 5-year-old son just actually lost his first tooth last Saturday. So now he's like, yeah, I'm a big boy, mommy. It's like, sit down.
And you know what's crazy? My nephew's already lost 2 teeth, and the first one he lost is growing back in. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I thought that you don't start losing your teeth till you're 5, and he's already lost 2. And I'm like, what?
You sure he ain't running into stuff and knocking it?
I wish I could say that. But I mean, like I said, the first one is coming back in already, and he just lost the second one.
I swear, these kids are on something else. There's like no such thing as timelines anymore. It's like it seems normal to do it at this time because this when we did it growing up. Exactly. But now it's like,
I know.
This girl having conversations with me and stuff, and then my firstborn son, this is year number 10 for him. So June, he's turning 10. I'm like, that means you're preteen. So yeah, it's almost time to. Yes. Yeah, gotta lock that down because oh my god, the hormones kick in, and yeah, mom gonna have to start getting them hands back up, getting them boxing, get them gloves back on because 2 boys and one is in that double-digit phase, and he already smart mouth. So,
oh, I pray for you.
Yes,
I pray. And it's
pray
boys.
my strength. Pray my strength. Well, and all of my kids are back to back. My firstborn is in June 28th. My middle is July 26th, and then I have a May 20. And then my daughter's May 23rd. So,
oh my god,
back to back,
May, June, July.
Yes, May, June, July.
That's
and
3 birthdays.
My birthday is July 24th. So me and my middle son, we share a birthday the same week, and I'm like, Lord, you are the boy version of me. Like, he really is. He really is. I said I wanted a Leo baby, but I didn't realize what I was talking about when I said that. So,
yeah, the boy Leos are different from the female because I'm a Leo, and I'm just like
that's why we click so.
You know, right?
Leo thing. It's a Leo thing.
Exactly.
But yeah, I didn't realize what I was asking for, and then along came my son, and now he's got his little attitude. I'll be looking at him like, boy.
I know.
I'm looking at the boy version of me. I'm sorry. Like, I call my mom, like, Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I tell my nephew all the time, I said, you're testing auntie's gangster. Like, he knows what that means. Like, that's when I'm pissed. Like, you know testing what that my means. Gangster right now. And it's just like, you have to be real with these kids because they real with you. They don't care what they say to you.
They have no cut cards.
Yes.
They have no cut cards. Like, their blunt is on a whole different level.
Yes.
And like, I don't get it. Like, sometimes my sons will be like, Mom, da-da-da-da. I'm like,
right.
I feel some kind of way. Like, hold up. But gotta love it. It's never a dull moment.
I made a smoothie. So some mornings I make smoothies or whatever. So I made this green smoothie for myself. I said, oh, you should try it. You want to try it? He was like, no. I said, go ahead, try it. It's not. And he was like, but you didn't make me one. I said, look, it's enough for both of us. He said, did I ask for one? No, I don't think so. I said, who you talking
you ain't
to?
Put him in the blender?
Oh my God.
Because I tell Janelle all the time, she be trying me because now her favorite word is no. So
she has a no
so
phase.
she's dumping everything everywhere. And she knows what I'm talking about when I say, Janelle, clean up. Because she starts saying, clean up, clean up, clean up. I'll be like, clean up. And she'll be like, clean up, clean up, clean up. But when she don't feel like it, she hit you with that no and whip her head around and run off. I'm like, ooh, let me snatch you by your afro puff on the But she,
I know.
I swear, I gotta be more. I'm learning. Like, she is my lesson. I need to be more exact and specific with my prayers. I pray for a daughter, but then I got one who's so smart mouth. I'm like ready to sell her on Amazon.
God. It's like, yeah, I want a daughter.
I gotta be more specific with what I pray for.
You to watch her mouth, watch her tone, let her be sweet.
Right? Like, I got a Sour Patch Kid for a daughter. Like, oh my goodness! Like, one minute she's sweet, the next minute she's ready to rip your head off.
Yes, I know those.
I'm
feelings.
just like,
I know that feeling so well.
All I asked for was a daughter. That's all I said. I should have been a little bit more specific.
That's all good, but she seems like she is a sweetheart.
For now, because she has food.
Ah, okay. That's food in her world. Yeah, there you go. Food and frozen.
That's our topic today.
Yes.
Well, mainly food.
When she wants food, you will know it.
Well,
the whole world will know it.
Ain't nothing wrong with her appetite.
Yeah, she got it from her mama.
Well, speaking of appetites, we have Chef Jojo in the building today. And
I'm a fan of him. I'm excited.
I am too. That's like my homeboy. I've known Chef Jojo about 16.
16.
Yep.
Maybe he'll be at the family
whole age. Whole age. But he is going to actually be cooking for us right here in the studio. He is in the back prepping right now. So we get to taste some food today. I'm all for tasting food, and I love when he comes through because he always make a meal. So so we are definitely going to eat today. And we also have Fashion Victual News, and we also have the editorial shade. And I got some things to get off my chest today in the editorial shade.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah, this will be your first time in editorial.
Yes,
I know.
This is my first time doing this. I was like, ooh, shade. Let's throw some. What's up?
Exactly. So we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to jump right into Fashion Victuals News right here on Fashion Victuals Radio. Boop, boop. Welcome back to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on ripradionetwork.com. As you can see, I have my guest co-host, Miss Candace, in the building.
Hey, fixing my hair, my bad, y'all.
All right, everybody, let's jump right into Fashion Victuals News. Brian, I know that the first one was about Delta.
Delta. Yes, everyone's favorite airline.
Brian's always finding the awesome news stuff.
I know,
yes.
right?
Oh, you're going to love these 4 stories.
Oh,
This is going to be
All right, let's start with
interesting.
Delta. Last week, 525 Delta airline members filed a class action lawsuit against the clothing company Land's End. Now, Yep. Now, let's take a little back here. Back in May of 2018, 2018, Delta introduced their new uniforms that were worn by at least 64,000 employees. Now, the uniforms, all include dresses, skirts, shirts, blouses, sweaters, jackets, pants, and the materials are described in the lawsuit as high stretch, wrinkle and stain resistant, waterproof, anti-static, and deodorizing. Now, here's the funny thing. It caused all these allergic reactions of severe respiratory illness, rashes, blisters, boils, hair loss, hives, sinus problems, headaches, fatigue, nosebleeds, and of course, anxiety.
Wait a minute. This sounds like a pill commercial.
I know.
This sounds like one of them lawsuit commercials. Have you or one of your family members worn one of our uniforms?
That's right.
1-800 my bad. Like.
Now, here's the funny thing. Land's End has no comments as of right now about this situation. But on a high note, in March, they will be introducing American Airlines' new uniforms. So
wait, what?
Yeah.
Don't. If you work for American Airlines, don't wear it.
Oh, my God.
Do not even think about it.
Yeah, so.
That's crazy.
But you know what?
That is crazy.
Honestly, if you kind of think about what Brian said about the uniforms, they're water resistant, they're wrinkle free, they're this, they're that. Of course, that's a whole bunch of that's a whole lot of chemicals right there that you're messing with. To have your uniform do all that, that's a whole bunch of chemicals you're messing with that you're treating these clothes with that people don't know as soon as you put it on your skin how it's going to react, like how you're going to react to it. Like
so maybe like there should have been like some lining in it.
Maybe some kind of lining, maybe some kind of warning about like what the fabric is treated with.
Well, here's the one main thing. Land's End is more of their clothing is more for outdoor wintry stuff. So for them to try to do something on a daily basis,
I was about
and
to say, isn't Land's End more like outdoor?
Yeah, all that stuff. So for them to deal with, especially because most of the people that were complaining were the flight attendants. So they were
they don't like what they treat their typical merchandise with, like coats and things like that. That works because you have layers of clothes on between. I said,
like ski jackets and stuff, and water resistant and stuff like that. And
fine, but to literally sit here and have like to transition into uniforms, like you can't really.
No, there's no way.
Like you can't carry the same process across the board. It doesn't work like that.
Well. Now we'll fly past that, quote unquote, and head towards your flight meal. So since we're all talking about food this week.
Oh, God.
On December 2nd, but you'll love this one. On December 2nd, Air Asia became the first airline to open a restaurant offering their airline food. Hold on. This restaurant is located at the Mid-Valley Mega Mall in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Now, the menu is created by a team of 5 senior chefs and culinary students, making dishes covering a portion of the Far East Asian region, and is crafted to reflect the countries that are connected by the low-budget airline. Now, surprising enough, AirAsia is very confident of expanding product, that they plan to open 5 restaurants by the end of the year and 100 spots within the next 3 to 5 years, with a possibility of having a U.S. location within that time frame. So, thoughts?
I'm not mad at it for some reason. It depends on how good their food is. I mean, because honestly, Asians, like, their school lunches are better than
they are
than American food.
I mean, look at this. I mean, this is what you're getting.
Like, that's delicious.
That's
and
lot.
Honestly, like, when I was, I was a military brat growing up. Woo woo, Air Force. Hey, mom. My mom was in the Air Force for 20 years, and one of the first places I remember being was in Japan. I loved it over there. I absolutely loved it. And one of the things that stuck out, like, people say, oh, you lived in Japan for like 5 years. Do you speak Japanese? Like, I can, get you from 1 to 3. Thank you very much. Like, I remember a few things, but the one thing that stuck out to me, and this is my inner fat girl talking maybe, I don't know, but it was the food. It was always the food. The school lunches were bar none. The McDonald's in Japan, bar none.
Wow.
I mean, absolutely amazing. Their Big Macs and McDoubles and Mac sauce and stuff, like, it does not taste like it does over here. It is,
use real dog.
Incredible. It's Kobe beef. Don't listen to this ignorant fool in the background. But, like, and because they treat their food differently. Like, they grain feed their cows, they grass feed their cows, so their beef has a different flavor. There's one specific restaurant that I remember my mom and I used to go to all the time. And if we can get back to that restaurant and see if it still exists, we're trying to go find it, because I'm willing to travel to Japan just for the food, because it's just that good. And their school lunches are bomb. So if they can feed their kids away, listen, I'm not mad at it. I'm not.
Okay, I mean,
Asian food is bomb.
It is. Don't get me wrong. But airline food is not that great.
Asian airline food is bomb.
American airline food is not that great. But I guess, I don't know. I mean, I'm open to the idea that I guess they feel like they're confident enough that their food is that great that they can actually put it in a restaurant. So, hey, more power to them.
I'm with it.
All right, staying with in Asia, staying with food. Over the holidays, the daughter of Bruce Lee, Sharon Lee, sued this Chinese restaurant chain, Real Kung Fu, for, you're going to love the total, 210 million yuan, which is pretty much up to $30 million, and asked a cease and desist for using an image of her iconic father. Now, here's where it gets a bit odd. Since 2000, Sharon Lee has taken over Bruce Lee Enterprises. You're good. Bruce Lee's Enterprise, to preserve the legacy of her father. But the funny thing is, Real Kung Fu has been in business since 1990 and been using this Bruce Lee image since 2004. So the main question is, why are they suing? Right now, the chain, maybe because the chain has like 600 stores throughout China. Also the fact that, forget that story. Maybe it's because that it's worth $720 million.
Whoa.
Maybe that could be the reason. Or maybe the fact that, it's a top 10 fast food company in China. Who knows? So the funny thing is, the owner of the company says, we're confused that we are prosecuted. Many years later, we're actively studying the case and preparing to respond. So What's your response to all
I'm
this?
trying to figure out why all of a sudden his image is a problem. Well,
I was gonna say, like, are they just going through with this lawsuit now?
Yeah,
like,
just now.
This wasn't a problem if the restaurant wasn't making as much money as it was, and if it didn't have the notoriety that it does. That's honestly what this.
But
sounds
they had
like.
the image since 2004.
Yeah, so
she's been in office since 2010.
2000.
2000.
So 4 years
so
later.
So why is it that it took her this whole time?
She wants the money.
Well, shit. I mean, it's too late now. Y'all must be about to go bankrupt or something. First of all, she don't look all the way Asian.
Like, you went how many years later?
Her mom's American.
There you go.
There you have it.
Like, girl, bye.
Right.
Girl, bye. Have several.
That's what it is.
That's my only reaction.
American
like,
side.
That's honestly my only reaction, because for all that, you know how many people she's going to be suing for using her father's image?
Man, a whole lot of
She'd
people.
be suing for
she gonna sue what's the Last Dragon too. I mean, the 80s movie that's still popular to this day.
Like, girl, have several.
Because they used image of his the father in parts of his movies in The Last Dragon.
Exactly. Like, girl, please. Please.
Okay, now this
next
one. All right, next, here's the last story. You're going to... a lot of rollers. But here we go. As we all know... what's going on right now in Australia is currently dealing with the continental
right now.
Yes, dealing with the continental spread brush fires, where it killed almost 1 billion animals, wild and domestic. We've seen the pictures of koalas and kangaroos being rescued, and and many celebrities have either encouraged others and or made donations themselves to help with the dramatic situation. Yep. Yeah, it's colleague. Now, one person in particular, ING influencer, Kaylin Ward. Yes,
what? Her boobs out?
Yep. Here's why. Yes. Didn't know she was coming.
Okay.
Was willing to contribute on helping out in her own unique way to raise money. So she's decided to sell nudes of herself and the proceeds go to the causes of the Australian brush fire. Now, Ms. Ward thought that she would only get some amount of financial donation, but to her surprise, she received a donation totaling up to over $500,000. Ms. Ward tweeted...
You're selling naked pictures of...
Yes. Now, here's the funny thing. She tweeted this. I was seeing all the posts on Twitter about the Australian fires, and I was really concerned there wasn't a lot of media coverage and a lot of people and not a lot of people donating. She continued by stating, I was expecting to raise maybe 1,000, but the tweet blew up.
So, no shit.
When the donations kept coming in, she branded herself or rebranded herself as the Naked Philanthropist. I tried to say it 5 times fast.
The Naked Philanthropist.
Thank you. All right. Now, here's what things were all looking good.
Wow.
Until Instagram shut it all the way down.
Instagram don't play.
Yes. Now, here's the funny thing.
They shut everything
On
down.
Sunday, Miss Ward's both IG accounts were deactivated. She posted on Twitter a screenshot of the IG claim of the reasons for the deactivation, which was for sexual suggestive content, in which she denied doing so because most of her, again, she promoted this on her Twitter account. On her Twitter account. Now, she tweeted this on her on Sunday about her deactivation. She said, my IG got deactivated, my family disowned me, and the guy I like won't talk to me all because of that tweet, but fuck it, save the koalas. And that right now,
she can have several with Bruce Lee's daughter.
But Ms. Ward is continuing her act of selflessness on her OnlyFans account. So, why do you have a problem with this?
Hey, if you want to save the bears,
I didn't know nipples saved koalas.
She was selling for $10 a pop.
More power to her. That's all I can say.
And again, all the proceeds were going to
I mean, I get it, and honestly, Australia can use the money right now. No joke.
I mean, Australia can use the money, but at what cost?
Exactly. I mean, I've seen celebrities donate like $1 million already.
I mean,
per celebrity.
Yeah, they're a celebrity, and she did it. Exposing herself and
donate to Ellen's foundation. Doesn't Ellen have like a foundation where she deals with endangered?
Mind you, Australia was posting a list of aids and causes that they can send the money to. But again,
get a box of Betty Crocker, do cupcakes for koalas or something, and do that. But don't sell naked pictures.
But how can we be mad at her for selling naked pictures of herself?
Yes, Miss Candace.
I mean, it's her. She felt like this was the way to get money, and damn it if she didn't.
Is that the first that really comes to mind? Is that the first thing that really popped in her brain? Like, oh, let me take my
keep this in mind.
Brian,
mind you, she's 20. She's 20 years old.
Okay, yeah. Then
show her picture again. I was about to say,
that was the first thing she thought about, and she thought it was a really good idea.
Like she don't have it all upstairs.
Yeah,
honestly, she can't be mad at the feedback that she gets because one, boo, you're 20, you're young. Social media follows you everywhere. This is not going to go anywhere. And if you try to do anything that's, trying to better yourself in at least the professional realm, good luck. Because your nipples are all over Twitter. But I mean,
this is what she do. This is her thing. That's why she had 2 IG accounts. She had a Twitter page. She's like, I can be naked on Twitter, but I can't be naked on IG. And I guess she posted it, and it, how they connect.
And then now her family.
Here's my thing. I think that when she got popular, Instagram found out and pretty much shut. That's why I think she got her Instagram shut off, which I feel it's like
because she got more followers.
Yeah, not followers, just the fact of what she was doing. And then that's why I felt it's like, okay, you're using our thing, like I said, sexual content. And it's like, no,
plus,
I didn't do it through that.
I'm pretty sure whatever organization she was sending the money to doesn't want to be associated with something like that. I'm pretty when you think about it,
keep in mind. I do know an adult entertainer from Australia who is trying to get money also to help with these causes. So pretty much it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Oh, they'll just take it. Okay.
Yes.
Just no cut cards.
It's the Aussies.
It's no cut cards.
Well, I'm going to pray for the koalas and the kangaroos and the wallabies
I'm going to definitely pray for Australia.
I'm not going to sit here. No, there's better ways to raise money than to flash your tatas all over social media.
I mean, I totally agree. But again, she's 20, she's blonde. And, everything is for in her realm right now. So that's
true. And speaking of, do you smell that?
I?
Like my stomach is growling over here. I'm sitting there like, how much longer are we gonna talk about this crazy lady and the koalas? Like,
I'm ready to eat.
I'm ready to eat.
We don't have a smellogram or smelling speakers. It is smelling
just
amazing.
It smells delicious.
Yes, all the way.
When you drive past one of those steakhouses in the summertime and you smell all that.
Oh, smells so.
That's
good
what
right
it
now.
sounds like in here. That's what it
sounds
like.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to jump into the food with Chef Jojo, because I'm ready to eat right here on Fashion Victuals Radio. Welcome back, everybody, to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on RipRadioNetwork.com. Now, as you can see, we have somebody special in the building.
Stop.
Oh,
stop.
I'm over here happy dancing because I'm looking at food, so I'm just and plus I'm... Listen.
He got a whole setup over here. Everybody, if you don't know this man, you should know him. Introducing Mr. Chef Jojo in the building.
Thank you.
A lot of people know you from Kitchen Cray.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you from Zion.
Yeah.
And also with your teachings at Martha's Table in the past, and now doing your thing with Kitchen Cray Kids. We're going around teaching kids how to cook healthy.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I think I got everything down. Did I get everything down? Okay.
Yeah. I'm also working with a young lady named Charmaine Jones. She's a registered dietitian.
Okay.
Her company is called Food Jonesy. And
oh yes, that's right. You are.
So we do a lot of nutrition classes in DC. Mainly working with people who suffer from chronic illnesses.
Wow.
And so it's a 2-hour event. The first hour, they work with a nutritionist and they learn about different chronic diseases, whether it's high blood pressure, diabetes. And then the second hour, I'll lead a healthy cooking class where I actually show them how to prepare a healthy recipe. So I'm teaching them knife skills, how to cut properly.
Amazing.
I'm teaching them how to saute. So they're the chefs. I'm just the voice. I'm just there.
You're the instructor. You're teaching them how to do what you do.
Yeah, that is amazing. That is, oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
I'm like still sitting there tripping because I've been following you on Instagram actually for a while because I did an event at the Howard Theater with JR some years ago. And it was around about Obama's second term, I believe. It was a Black Caucus event that we actually worked together there. And that's when I first got introduced to him. I'm like, I've been following you guys ever since then. I'm like, I love you guys so much. Every time I see y'all's pictures, I'm like, I'm drooling. Let me come across one of them. I swear, instant drool. Absolutely. And what you guys are doing is absolutely incredible. So
thank you.
So, first of all, this wasn't even your background, and I know.
You definitely know. You was there.
I know, right?
First, that's actually how we met.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we both were majors in computer graphics.
Yeah.
In college, and you graduated with the graphics degree and did a whole 180.
Yeah.
And what made you go into being a chef?
Well, after I graduated, it was really tough finding full-time work in graphic design. I interned for a company for 6 months. Never got the job. It was a great experience, though. And I worked in retail for about 4 years, working at T-Mobile and Office Depot. I hated it. It was the worst. If there's one thing that's in my opinion, that's a holdback is having a college degree and working in a field that's not your passion.
Yeah.
It was rough. I was unemployed for about 2 years. So I was like, okay, I got to figure something out. I was 29 years old. I was like, I need to figure something out. So I prayed. I was like, Lord, show me a sign. I need a plan B. If graphic design isn't what I was called to do, I need to know soon, So I started working at a restaurant in Laurel, Maryland, the Red Sky. And I started working there as a server. And then my attention went to the kitchen. Cooking at the time was a hobby. It wasn't something that I had background in. I just enjoyed doing it. So when I was working in retail, I would always come home. Me and my little brother were living together at the time. I would always cook us dinner to kind of relieve stress that I had from working.
That outlet.
So I found something that I was starting to fall in love with. And, long story short, at the restaurant, I started working in the kitchen, getting trained in the kitchen, from prep to fry station. So I'm learning the line. And I was also watching a lot of shows on Food Network.
That's my favorite network.
Yep. So
that's how I got started. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how I got started.
I was watching other black chefs that inspired me even more.
Okay.
Two in particular, G. Garvin and Roble.
Oh yeah.
Because from their shows.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, okay, I'm starting to get that drive, that fire. And connected with JR on Instagram. This is 2012, so. At the time,
that's around about the time I met him.
Yeah, at the time, Kitchen Crave was just an idea. It wasn't an official company yet. He was working at the Washington Marriott, and I connected with him then, and 7 years later, here we are.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's an awesome story. Okay,
and that's just crazy. Just hearing how he started. I started watching Food Network. That food passion. I definitely get how you it was your creative outlet and things like that, because that's what culinary was for me for the longest time. I started like since 7. Emeril Lagasse was my guy. Like, bamming all over the place. Like, that is my dude. So that's what got me personally into culinary. And I tell people nowadays, it's like, look, I have a cousin. Oh, I want to go to culinary school. Baby, you don't even need to go to culinary school no more.
It's
like,
crazy. You really don't.
You just have to have the passion. You have to drive.
Absolutely.
Girl, watch Food Network.
Honestly,
pick up on it.
So I love cooking. I love cooking. It ain't never been something I wanted to do professionally, but it's always something that I love doing because I'm a very cultural person. So I always wanted to know how to cook outside of what we eat on a regular basis. But it's so easy these days that you could just pick up a book, or you can watch TV, or you can watch a video, or you can go on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
You learn everything.
Social media has definitely changed the game.
Right. But I will say this. With your technique, you learned how to do this on a professional level because you cook for a stream of people on a consecutive basis. So that's not something that people can always do, cooking for 50 to 60 to 100 people all the time. That's a large amount of food. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of
Absolutely.
That's a lot of pressure. The one moment something goes wrong, you're like, ah!
Exactly.
It's a lot.
So, I mean, I take my hat off to you because I'm like, shit, I quit. I ain't coming back out. If I messed up, it could be that one plate that could be messed up, and they be like, oh, they didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, I'm done.
You know what? Bump it, I quit.
Forget it. I'm done.
Ready to flip the whole table. So what got you into doing classes, like starting to teach group classes?
You know what? So around 2014, I was still with Kitchen Cray. We were a new company. We were starting to get that buzz. But, I felt like I needed to define who I was as a chef, instead of just being someone. And granted, JR has been the greatest mentor ever. I love him. That's my brother. But I needed to figure out, what was going to kind of separate me from everybody else. So I was able to, I applied for a job at Martha's Table, a nonprofit in D.C., and initially I was applying there to be a cook. The guy that hired me, his name is Martin Booker. He saw my resume and he recognized the Kitchen Cray brand, and he also saw that I work with kids. He was like, look, man, we have this new position. We were starting this new program called the Market Program, and it's going to be a program where we're going to go to different schools in D.C. and we're going to, allow kids to come and shop free of cost. But we need a chef to do cooking demonstrations to show the children and their families how to prepare recipes using the items that they'll be receiving.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was the first person to, have that role for that organization. And now it's grown, and, this program is at 30, I think we're at 50 schools in Ward 7 and 8.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Getting children excited about healthy eating. So I've been blessed to be a part of that. So that work in there got me interested in the whole, education part, the whole education piece. I know that there's a lot of folks in Ward 7 and 8 that suffer from high blood pressure. I suffer from high blood pressure myself. So I kind of use that skill set and my passion to help change people's lives from the classes.
That's amazing.
So,
that is incredible.
Yeah.
So you have you got some food in front of us right now. I mean, we can still do this interview, but I'm ready to eat.
Right? It's great, but these scallops.
So this is what I want y'all to do, and I came prepared.
Oh, okay. So, we cooking too?
Yeah, y'all gonna help me out.
You know what? For once in my life, I just didn't want to cook.
She's I just wanted to eat.
Y'all gonna do more prep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is gonna be our Mandarin kale salad.
Okay.
With,
let the audience know what's in the Mandarin kale.
So we have red onions. We have some clementines. We have what else did I put in there? Of course, the kale. I made a dressing. I made a sesame dressing. Here you go.
Thank you.
With some low sodium soy sauce, honey, sesame oil, fresh garlic, fresh ginger that's been finely minced. I added some fresh cilantro to the salad as well to give it that nice fresh taste. So ladies, what you all are gonna do.
Feel like I'm about to rob a bank. I I do feel like I'm about to rob a bank. No fingerprints.
Right.
Or nothing. Okay.
So what you ladies are gonna do is, and I have two clementines. You all could peel those and leave that in the bowl.
Okay.
And then we also have some cilantro. So this is be a cool technique to show everybody who's watching. And if you have any children, because you know Chef Jojo is all about the kids.
Absolutely.
This could be a cool little activity for the kids to help make this salad at home.
My nephew is all for it because he thinks he's the best helper ever. He always wants to help me cook.
Yeah, my 5-year-old, pizza's his thing. Get him like making a pizza. Ugh, he loves it.
Yeah, I tried that with my nephew.
We've done like children's birthday parties, and I've had the kids make their own pizzas with like little,
that's cute.
with little English muffins.
Yeah, he would love that.
So while you ladies are peeling the clementines, we're gonna take some of the cilantro. I say just kind of eyeball it. We're gonna take some of the leaves and we're gonna tear it apart, and we're gonna add that to the bowl. Okay. So I would say just separate it into 2 halves, and you two could. This will keep y'all busy while I'm while I'm searing the scallops.
Sound like we the kids now,
right? And keep y'all.
So when it comes to searing, you want to make sure that your pan is real hot. And that's the dressing. So carefully move that over there.
Okay.
You want to make sure your pan is hot before you add anything.
Yes, please don't do cold oil.
Nah, that's the worst.
You want the cilantro in here or in here?
In the bowl. Yeah, with the.
So we're taking the stems.
So
out.
yeah, you're gonna separate the stems, grab the leaves, and just tear it apart.
Okay.
You can put that right there. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna add enough oil just to coat the pan up. Yeah, I don't have any ventilation, so I'm gonna try to be careful not to set the fire alarms out.
Please don't.
That won't be a good look.
You're the first and the last.
Like, dang, man, I didn't get to cook up anything. Come on.
Now you wanna hear that music. I call it music to my ears. You know what I'm saying? And for the scallops, all I did was season it with salt and pepper. I kept it simple. So as it's you don't want to move it, you don't want to do too much. Just let it sear, let it do its thing. I say for about a minute. Let it sear on each side for about a minute. And you want that nice golden crust. How does it smell?
Delicious.
Good.
All right, so here's the dressing that I pre-made. So it's low sodium soy sauce, sesame oil. I added some honey for sweetness. I added some, I added sriracha sesame seeds to give it a little bit of heat. Some fresh lemon squeeze to give it like that nice, fresh, acidic taste. And you can take all the cilantro, we can mix that inside the bowl.
Put the cilantro in the bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All of it?
All of it. The more the better.
Oh, I love cilantro.
Yeah. Add a little more oil. And I'm adding olive oil instead of butter because it's supposed to be a healthier version of of salad and a healthy version of scallops. All right, so now we could take the dressing that's been pre-made and we're gonna pour that inside the bowl.
Okay.
And we're just gonna massage it.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
That definitely smells good. I probably could just drink it with a straw, honestly.
You want to massage it in?
Yeah, do it. It smells so good. I just want to be like, just drink this thing with a straw. It's like I love the smell of like sesame oil and stuff. I love it. That fragrance is just, oh.
So So this is what y'all want. A nice, golden brown color. Yep. And that's it, as far as the salad. So when it comes to kale's a very tough vegetable to eat. So the main,
it's so good.
So it's very important to let it, you want to massage it to help soften it up. And when you add that dressing, let it sit in the refrigerator for at least 25 minutes. So all the flavors will come together, and that's how you're gonna get that nice, beautiful flavor from the dressing and the kale, and then the clementines and the onions. It's a beautiful combination,
My mouth is so watering right now. It's like,
And so, one thing I like to do to give it even more flavor, squeeze a little lemon on your scallops just to kind of wake it up a little bit. That nice acidic flavor. And a healthy chef tip for those that are trying to avoid salt in their diet, or if you have high blood pressure, a good replacement for salt is fresh lemon or fresh lime or vinegar. And it actually, the vitamin C actually helps to build up your immune system. So squeeze all that juice in. I think she called me Dada. Not me. Alright. And also, you could also create like a little sauce too. From the juice of the
yum.
By stirring it up. And that's it, ladies and gents. So
plate us up.
I'm gonna plate y'all up.
Thank you. What a lot of people don't realize.
So we also have some salad that's been pre-made. That's been sitting for a little while, so you guys will have the nice massage kale on your salad.
I'm all for it.
Yep.
So everybody, plating, what you don't realize is plating is everything.
Yeah, presentation. You eat with your eyes first.
Yep.
So he gonna block the camera right now. So it's okay.
So I want to try to make sure I get a little bit of everything in. And this could be a nice little appetizer if you're entertaining guests at home.
I feel like I'm always entertaining for people to eat.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
So I like the
They
fact
know that you always got the good food. Yeah.
Fellas,
they always want me to
if you ever
cook.
want to surprise your boo for Valentine's Day, which is coming up,
There you go.
Something like this could set the mood.
Appreciate that.
And, scallops, seafood, aphrodisiac, so
Bing bang boom.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Easy.
I'm just saying.
Easy.
He made it in no time.
Myself block on.
No, you good.
That looks so good. I could just eat that for lunch, dinner. Just give me that salad.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a big bowl of that. I'll eat it.
Especially during the summertime when,
You want to really eat like.
season.
Oh, I have to give this recipe to my mom. She's actually on she does bodybuilding competitions. So last year,
Oh, nice.
a few months ago was actually her first competition. She competed in women's figure over 50.
Uh huh.
And it was her first one. She placed in the top 5.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Her hardest thing was diet. Like that was her biggest thing. Her diet, basically she had to get rid of the salt. She had to do a lot of baked and steamed, and I know she wants
All
to
the
try to
flavor
figure out
gotta
how
go.
to get that flavor in there. And I'm like, well, I can't do your meal prep for you all the time, but so this go around, she needs something to kind of spice up her meal prep. So I might have to introduce this salad.
Oh,
to
this
her.
will be awesome
Of
for
course,
her.
yeah.
And we have the recipe, so.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm gonna pass that
It will
on to
be
her.
on fashionvictuals.com tomorrow.
So.
All right.
I could give like a quick close up, but.
Brian, can you do a close up on the
Just want everybody to see
on the nice
the
salad?
HD version of.
Depends on which camera. Actually, I got them on here.
Pumpkin, I might have to take your.
We gonna switch gears here.
Mommy needs to see something real quick.
Y'all later.
Peace. Mommy needs a picture of this. Hold on. It's coming right back, baby girl. Hold on.
She's like, what you doing, Mom? You tripping.
Yeah, I took Elsa from her. I'm sorry. I'm giving it right back. I promise.
She warming up. If she start, when they start breathing.
I'm giving you Elsa back. Like, how dare you take my movie? Sorry, Mommy had to get it.
And that's it, y'all.
That smells
Dig in.
amazing.
We have some forks. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Drop my water bottle.
Thank you. All right, Chef, where can they catch you? Give them all your social media handles.
Y'all can catch me on Instagram at llcoolchef. So that's LL Chef. Y'all can find me on Facebook at Chef Jojo. So I like that. Put that back up. That look nice. So yeah, y'all can find me at LL Chef. Follow me. Appreciate the support. At the end of the day, I'm living in my purpose. So what I'm doing is much bigger than who I am. So I'm just here to help change people's lives by using food as the source. Also, check us out, Kitchen Crate Cafe. Out in Atlanta, and we got Kitchen Crate 8th Street coming soon. Stay tuned. So yeah, that's where y'all can find me at.
This is absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
I love it. You know it's good. She's like,
You know I love when you cook. You know I do.
oh my God, these scallops are perfect. I'm just ready to melt in this chair right now. Like, leave me alone. In this bag, 'cause I have a pot roast at home, and I'm just like, bump it. I just want this. Like, this is amazing.
This is bomb.
Thank you.
Very bomb right now.
Thank you.
And again, like he said, he's at Kitchen Crate Cafe. What days are you there?
A couple of days a week, Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm about to start working with Deanna, JR's wife. We're gonna be doing a lot of.
Yes, because she's into fitness.
She's into fitness.
Yeah,
right?
she's into fitness. So we're gonna be doing an after-school program for some kids in Southeast DC.
That's incredible.
She'll be leading. Her and a young lady named Rachel will be leading the physical fitness aspect, and then I'll lead the. They call it Healthy Connections, I believe. I'll be basically leading like a healthy cooking class with the kids.
That's amazing.
So teach
That's
them
awesome.
how to make their own stir fry or smoothies. Like
Because it's way too easy for them to just go right to the carryout right after school. Or
exactly. So
And some of these meals they can cook right at home.
they can.
And look how long it took you to
And
cook
make a
this.
healthier version
It took
of it.
no
Yeah.
time for you to
and
cook
it tastes
this.
better, and they also
Yeah.
know what they're putting into it.
Right.
When you go to the carryout, when you go to McDonald's, Burger King,
You don't
whatever,
know what's in there.
You have no clue what's in it. So
No idea.
yeah.
Exactly.
Shout out to my homeboy AD, which was a co-host on here a while back. Just talking about TT loves some food. He know me too well. Now, question.
Yes.
I noticed in this area, in the DMV area, there are a lot of really popular chefs.
Mhm.
And I know you're not being competitive with them, but what would you say is a niche for every chef that's in this area? Because it kind of seems like their timelines and their Instagrams kind of all tie into the seafood.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's kind of like the running theme with a lot of chefs in this area. Is it because it's a go-to that's quick and easy, or is it because, you know, that's what the thing is right now?
Probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
I also noticed that a lot of people in this area are practicing the pescatarian diet. So a lot of people don't eat.
Shout out to my sister. She's a pescatarian.
For
Been
real?
one for a little over 2 years now.
Oh well, he told me that. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to
I
Kia.
ain't doing it.
Shout out to Kia.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, but like a lot of people, you know, are like practicing that pescatarian diet, and some people even turning vegan, vegetarian. She
Yeah.
good? Mm-mm. She good? Okay. So, but yeah, I would say that. And then seafood to me is just sexier.
It is.
It looks better.
It takes on flavor so easily.
Yeah.
Like you can get creative with the flavor because it just.
You can.
Seafood is way. Oh my gosh.
Howsoever.
But I'm not discriminating.
Right, not at all.
To me, it's nothing like a good steak.
Baby, don't. I was just telling
You haven't had my lamb
and
chops.
my friend of mine last
I
night.
got the lamb chops
haven't
down.
had my lamb
Let me
chops.
tell you.
I was
serious.
just
I love
I
me
was
some
just
lamb
talking
chops,
about
too.
I want me a good like that perfect steak with that nice crust on it and that ugh.
A fillet. You need a fillet. Cooked in butter some time.
Oh yes,
Damn that
butter
fillet.
time
I
and
don't
get that
see-
get those garlic cloves up in there, start basting
Basting
that
it.
steak,
Girl.
That's serious.
With the rosemary and the thyme.
and get
Women
that
become
get that
pregnant off of
garlic
that.
clove with that butter, baby.
Woo, Jesus.
Baby.
But see, the thing is, I like a good fatty steak. I like the fat on it because all the fat,
So a ribeye is more your cut.
ribeye, T-bone,
Mm-hmm.
porterhouse.
You going in?
Sister love a good steak, okay?
Right,
So
listen.
I love a good steakhouse. Just saying. But you know what? Steak and seafood go hand in hand.
do.
Every
Surf and turf.
time.
Absolutely.
Every time.
You can't go
Steak
wrong.
and shrimp, steak and lobster,
Steak and crab.
scallops, steak and crab. It's like it's a hand in hand thing.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Works so well together.
I know. Now, you talking about some good lamb chops now.
Yeah.
The medallion lamb chops at Double Eagle. Shout out to my favorite restaurant, Double Eagle, which is all right, Brian.
Continue.
Oh,
Oh, is Brian
Okay.
wrapping you up? Is he giving you that Emmy speech music? Like wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up.
so Del Frisco's Double Eagle, and now y'all have seen me mention this on my show several times.
Oh
That
yeah,
is
I've heard
my
of Del Frisco's. Yeah.
restaurant. I mean, you want a good steak, you want some good eating, and the dessert, the butter cake there is
She
just
looked
to
like she
die
ready to
for.
cry over this
Yes.
butter cake.
Yes. All right. So, Chef Jojo, thank you so much for cooking for us this evening. We really appreciate it.
I'll be back.
This is like my dinner right now. And we're going to take a quick break because Brian's making me. And when we come back, we're going to get into the editorial shade right here on Fashion Victuals Radio.
Bitch everywhere, we be getting money everywhere. Yeah, they don't even know, they be throwing shade everywhere.
Sorry, everybody. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but welcome back to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on ripradionetwork.com. Let's get into the editorial shade today. Let's talk about the fact that Trump is trying to get all of us killed. I'm just saying. And that there's an $80 million bounty on his head. Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about how Iran has retaliated twice against the United States
Already. Okay.
Let's talk about that.
And I'm not one for politics on my show. I'm not, and y'all know that. But I feel like now things have just gone beyond crazy with this man in office, and he's gonna get us all killed.
He's a bully. He's a bully. And it's crazy that people these days really do not understand. Like, it got to the point my husband was like, wait a minute, why are we going against him again? And I'm like, because of Trump's Twitter fingers. This is why we're here, because of his Twitter fingers. And we can't, one, as a country, afford this war financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. We cannot afford this war.
How about
The manpower behind it, like, it's just, it's dumb. It's
now y'all
dumb.
remember last year around this time, during the holidays, the government was on furlough.
Yep.
The government went on furlough for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. These people did not have a paycheck. So this year, his ass decided to give them a raise. So that it showed, because it made up for the fact that, I'm making up for the fact that, I had y'all on furlough last year, but it also makes up for the fact that I need y'all votes. That's what they want. So I was told, and my sister sister and my dad and a few other of my friends are in the government, that they receive like a 3.5% raise, which honestly is the cost of living in this area. So it ain't like it's a lot of money.
Barely, probably even that.
Exactly. But it's just the amount
Tell that
of...
to a federal employee.
Yeah, exactly. But it just goes to show you the amount of effort this man will go to at no cost to get ahead. He don't give a damn about the Republicans. Like, I mean, he's under the House of Republicans, and he don't give a shit about them.
When did he ever? He said in an interview that if he would have run for president, he said it in Time magazine, like back in the 90s. If he would have run for president, he would run as a Republican because they are the dumbest party. His words. He felt he could get away with whatever with the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
That's why he said, if I were to run for president, this is the party I would run under, and here's why. And he never intended to win in the first place. He did it as just to ruffle some feathers and get some attention. Look where he's at now.
So what a lot of people don't know is, like, I'm a huge dork at heart. I'm a nerd.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm a complete nerd. So
Nerds are sexy.
I watch The Simpsons. I watch Family Guy. And back in 2000, there was an episode of The Simpsons.
Yep, I know exactly what
that
you're talking about.
predicted
This would happen.
that he was in office and Lisa Simpson took over.
And what did it say? Trump 2020. What did it say on the podium?
Oh, he got assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all believe that? In The Simpsons. So everything that's been going on right now has happened. The Simpsons predicted it 20 years ago. Apparently, they do a lot of prophecy stuff.
Illuminati.
I don't know what it is, but they
say Illuminati.
I know. But Family Guy too.
Yep. It's
Family Guy
It's on the
predicted.
Fox Network.
They predicted Bruce Jenner
Yep. Sure did.
becoming. Well, they didn't call him Caitlyn, but they predicted he was gay.
And trans, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. He's not. Okay. That's a whole nother topic with him. Like, for real, because he still wants to date women as a woman.
Some people like to kiki. They like what they like.
Then why not just be a man? But you want to, you know what? Anyway, so
I'm about to say that's a whole nother show.
So
Whole nother shade.
Is it McDonald or McDowell?
McDowell's.
Thank you. Is proceeding with the trial to impeach this ignorant asshole we have in office, and I can't wait. I really.
Oh, Mitch
cannot
McConnell?
wait. Yes.
Oh, that's what. Oh, I thought you were talking about coming to America.
McDowell's. I was thinking of coming to America real quick.
I know.
I know it's Mick something. You know, I don't pay
Come to
attention to
America
the.
too. Come to
I don't pay
I can't wait.
attention
You know
to
that
old white
storyline is
people.
actually crazy
What?
for coming to America too.
Oh, well, we'll
The
wait.
storyline is weird. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Right. So, yes. It's just... Look, a lot of people put out on Instagram when the $80 million bounty was put out there that they want Trump's head. People was giving them the Pennsylvania Avenue address. I mean, hey, you know.
It's
Like, that's real. And they gave him the address to his house in Florida. Apparently, that's off a golf course.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, there you go. They was like, oh, I can tell you exactly where he is.
And George Lopez was willing to, to do the do.
I don't think somebody would do that much time if they killed him. I mean, don't.
But
I'm
here's the
just
thing:
saying.
we'll get Pence afterwards, which that's even worse.
Pence is not any better. So honestly,
He's not. But guess what? It's already 2020.
But this is like the 2016 election all over again. You're picking the lesser of two evils
But here's the
at
thing.
this point.
Pence won't be in office that long because I swear somebody's gonna get these MFs out of office. Period. It's too much going on for them not to move him out of office.
There
at
needs
this
to
point.
be a way that Trump cannot run for 2020, because you already know he's on the ballot. He's the leader of the Republican. He's the favorite. So as long as he's allowed to run, guess what?
Y'all go vote. Period. That's vote.
I feel some kind of way about that. I really do, because honestly, I feel like until this electoral college gets disbanded, come on.
That's where we need a new
that's
proper
really,
new leadership to really understand.
That's really where we have an issue, because the popular vote can be whatever, but it's those electoral college officials that speak for everybody, and
They don't.
They don't speak for everybody. They pick who they want is their favorite. So until that part of the Constitution is done with, like, there shouldn't be an electoral college. If it's for the people, by the people, it shouldn't be just a group of secret selected people who can just
the president don't believe in the government, as you can see. So
I think he's the Antichrist, but we're gonna leave that alone.
Oh no, I do.
Read the Book of Revelations. Read the Book of Revelations. Everything that's happening right now has gone on in the Book of Revelations. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, just pray. Pray for our soldiers, definitely. Please pray for our soldiers.
But
devil in a spray tan.
Before we go, I have some shade.
Oh, Brian, you throwing shade today?
Yeah, I'm throwing shade. I'm throwing shade to our lovely co-host here.
Oh?
Because a couple years ago...
You see my face, right?
Yeah, she sees her face. Because this is what the people need to see, because this is the last thing they're going to see is a happy, smiley face. Because a couple years ago, we tried to do a showdown. And unfortunately, Miss Thing keeps claiming the fact that, you know, all I had was a simple dish. And, you know, I cooked out... I was dealing with a gourmet chef, and she brings out a simple dish. Look,
because you did not specify.
Okay.
What did we talk about? Specify your prayers.
Okay.
So specify this butt.
So I'm specifying this one more time to prove everything.
Let's do it.
All right. Who's the best chef in Rip Radio? And you can make all the stipulations you want.
Okay, well, since we talked about this on break, let's throw it out there. We can, you know what? Let's keep it gourmet. I'm not even going to take it easy on you. See, I was trying to be nice because you was like, you know, the home cook and everything, and I had the professional training, so I wasn't trying to, you know, show off. But, you know, since we want to do that, let's do our... most desired, like, luxury dish. Like, what is that one luxury, just indulgent meal that you could have laid out on a plate? That's what we're gonna do.
It's gonna be good.
That's done.
Let's do it.
And here's the thing, Ms. Tierra will be an eating judge.
I am absolutely gonna be an eating judge.
We'll bring your former...
It's a damn shame that everybody know I like to eat.
Yes, we'll bring your former eye candy partner, Miss Angela Renee.
Hey, Ange.
And I will bring in, surprisingly enough,
don't be nice. I'm not gonna.
My sister. Now, here's the funny bit. You think I'm bringing in somebody who will benefit from me? No. She's my worst critic. So
it's always the siblings, ain't it? It's you.
So,
my sister's the same
think
way.
About that while I'm beating your butt. So anyway.
Okay, well, let me go find my cast irons and pull them joints out real quick. I need to go ahead and
so pretty much
condition my cast iron skillets.
We'll officially put this out on our
this is going to be
Victuals
awesome.
Instagram, but technically it will be done on February 2020. So
look at that. Look at that.
Let's do it.
He ready.
I'm excited.
He ready.
Let's do it.
I'm ready too because I like a good meal.
So you're already well fed today.
And I'm already going to sway.
I was well fed today and healthy too.
Yeah, well, nothing about that showdown is going to be healthy. So,
and I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Bring the spandex pants and let's go.
Hopefully, I would have lost about 10 pounds by then.
Oh, well, you're going to gain it all back. You're going to gain it all back in one session.
Yes.
I'm all for it. So everybody, y'all hear that? The Showdown 3 is happening next month right here on Fashion Victuals Radio. And I'm one of the judges, and there's going to be 2 other judges here. And it's going to be between Miss Candace and super producer Brian. And I can't wait because I know Candace's skills. I know Brian's skills.
You don't want that smoke.
Can you just bring dessert too?
Oh, absolutely. And you know it's going to be
liquor. Just bring dessert to top it off.
Liquor soap.
There you go.
We're good. Like, we're good. Oh, and speaking of February, if you're not following Rip Radio, we are having our 10th. It's a 10th anniversary.
Can you believe it?
It's the 10th anniversary of Rip
our
Radio.
10th
so the
anniversary
Rippies will be Saturday, February 29th, 10 years.
Can you believe?
From 8 to 11 p.m. at the Motor House in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So stay on the lookout for those tickets. Yeah, shout out to Trump. The hardest one doing it.
This coming Monday on Rip Radio, Rip Monday night, we'll have the nomination. Nominations point out there.
Finally.
Woo! Exciting.
Shit,
I can't wait.
I need a vote. Can I get a vote?
I'm just saying, like, honey, but I'm excited. Can't wait.
Me either.
Keep a lookout for that.
Absolutely.
We're going to turn up. 10 years.
And it's on the weekend. so I could actually drink like I want to. Last year it was during, no, was it last
And
year or
it's
the year
leap
before
year
last?
weekend. I was about to be lit.
Yeah.
That's going to be lit.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait. I'm excited.
Well, Miss Candace, thank you so much for sitting in today.
Thank you for having me.
As she's dying away.
Ooh, excuse me. Thank you for having me. Yes. Piece of garlic and ginger just got.
And tell everybody where they can find you and your show that's coming up on Fridays.
Yes, absolutely. So my personal Instagram and Twitter is at Miss_Candace D. Oh, I love that picture. Look at me. I'm so cute and stuff. Oh, snap. Facebook, of course, I'm Miss Candace D. Harmon. And my cakes, if you want to follow me, is at Candy's Cake Boutique on Facebook and Instagram. You can email me, candyscakeboutique@gmail.com, if you want to place your orders. I'm going to get ready to post a Valentine's Day pre-sale, so be on the lookout for that. And on Twitter, Candy's Cakes DMV. And yeah, just catch me on there. And as far as the new show in February 7th, starting at 11 a.m., is going to be the Boom Morning Radio Show. So keep a lookout for that, and I cannot wait. I'm super excited. Old school radio, bring it back.
I know that's right. Thank you, Candace. And thank you
boo.
everybody, for tuning in today. We had a great show. And catch it on YouTube and iTunes and Spotify. And come on, Brian, you know all the other
Everything
ones.
else.
iHeartRadio. Yes. Thank you.
Just everywhere. Just catch me everywhere.
Check me out next week, Wednesday. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Jack Production.